Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
We want to take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. Bloomberg News earnings reporter Red Brown. Coty, that was a mover today.
Yes, it was up as much as 13% today on a report that the company was in the early stages, very early stages of exploring a sale. This report came from Women's Wear Daily, citing multiple unnamed industry sources that the company's actually looking to do two sales to break up both of its units. And that's probably why the shares are responding so much, is because they have this one very fast growing luxury fragrance business that's been kind of drugged down by their cosmetics, their kind of their mass market cosmetics. So yeah, you know, that positive reaction probably coming from the fact that you'll be able to unlock a little bit more value by breaking these two businesses up, especially considering kind of the trends within the mass market. Business has been difficult, a lot of competition. A big market would be China as well, and we've kind of seen how the economy and sales, consumer sales have been doing over there. So yeah, I guess still kind of remains to be seen.
Coty bought Kylie Cosmetics, right? Which is one of the Jenners, you know, Kylie Jenner. What? Come on.
I don't know the answer to that, but I did see.
This was back in 2019.
What? They bought it back then?
Yeah. Don't you remember they bought a 51% stake and it valued it at like $1.2 billion?
I don't know. I don't
know if they still own it.
I saw that they were.
I'm not sure either.
There were vending machines at the airport for Kylie Cosmetics.
I know.
I was like, "Who? That's crazy."
Do I want a cupcake or do I want
machines for
cosmetics?
everything now.
I know. I bought a cupcake from a vending machine.
And
it was really good.
Okay.
Desperate times.
Yeah,
I was starving. I was coming. I'm like, give me some sugar.
64% down from 2024 highs. The stock has been getting beat up.
Yeah, in a big way. COTY is the ticker.
That's right.
But
I think that might have been
optimism.
what made her a billionaire too.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly. Like it was a big deal when that crossed. See, you know your cosmetic companies.
A little bit of Kardashian trivia, yeah.
That makes me so happy. All right, so let's move on to MGM. What do we got there?
Yeah, another stock in the green today. Shares up around 8%. It's top five, one of the top five best performing stocks in the S&P 500 today. They kind of now flat erased the losses for the year. The reason they jumped is actually has to do with not their casinos, has a lot to do with their sports book in partnership with British Entain. They raised their outlook for that this year. And I kind of think it makes sense. You probably, this one passes the eye test. It feels like sports betting and sports in general everywhere. I don't know if it's just because we're in New York, but yeah, they raised their expectations by around $100 million to $2.6 billion for the year. So yeah, really
Are you a
positive.
sports bettor?
I'm not. I'm really bad at it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So
Isn't everyone? Hold on.
Wait. That means you've done it.
I'll do like one a year. I'll do one bet a year on like a big soccer game or something.
That's it.
Aren't the vast majority
Are you a
of people?
sports bettor?
No.
You're not a sports bettor.
Aren't the vast majority of people bad at this? Because it's
Well,
not a skill.
It's like
It's not-
gambling. You know the reason their business is because people
Exactly.
lose, right?
I heard the
house
house.
is
I heard the house always wins.
right.
Well,
You go to Vegas and this stuff is not built because the people who use the services are the ones making the money.
Exactly.
Well, it's actually interesting. They've been struggling this year a little bit just because people have been winning. So maybe because they're so...
really?
Yeah, well, I think it's not they're winning. It's just a lot of the favorites have been winning. So if you think like the March Madness tournament, it was like all number one seeds made it to the Final Four.
So
it's like
interesting.
you really don't have to be too much of a savant, I guess. Get that right?
That's a good point. That's interesting. Like when the numbers maybe go against the house.
Right. So there's been a little bit of that this year.
Okay. I'm not a savant.
Okay, from there's no easy
Certainly not
segue.
with gambling. No, it's like what?
There's no easy segue from going to sports betting or gaming to the defense industry.
No, this is tough.
Yeah,
Lockheed, though, on your radar.
Lockheed, along with Northrop, but Lockheed ticker is LMT, along with Northrop Grumman and L3 Harris, Technologies, they make up the top three stocks that gave up the most ground today. And this is after last week when the shares of this group were up again, kind of on the increased escalation that everyone's been watching in the Middle East. It's kind of interesting. Sell side kind of called this one right when they said, there is going to be this fluctuation, but it's going to be, it's just going to be temporary. This isn't going to be a long-term trend in the shares.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.